Okay, so welcome to another video. Today I've got, again, Nat with me and also Trevor, Taekwondo specialist. We're going to be talking today about the differences between a front kick in karate and a front kick from Taekwondo. Discussing some of the differences and the similarities and, seeing why we do certain things differently. It's always good to learn from different arts because some of the ideas can cross over and teach us a little bit more about our own art. We don't want to be closed off to other ideas. It's always good to have an open mind, and that's where development happens. Now, in addition to this, myself and Nat have got our online community that some of you are already a member of, and today we're bringing in Trevor as well to bring a Taekwondo element to that. So you're going to get more for your membership. Okay, we're going to be discussing and giving tutorials on various different things within karate, Taekwondo, and of course fitness and all kinds of other things that we're covering already. So check the link in the description of this video and I hope to see you there. Otherwise, we'll get on with this one. So Trevor's going to start off with a Taekwondo kick, just discuss a few elements, and we'll talk about the karate after.
Yeah, so the Taekwondo kick, the front kick for the Taekwondo kick is just like a lot of other Taekwondo kicks, we're aiming for height. So when you're looking at pumseis, the front kicks go up nice and high, and also in sparring, they're very beneficial for going for the chin, aiming for the head, because in Taekwondo sparring, the head shot is more points than the body shot. Okay, so the front kick in Taekwondo, I'm going to show you a couple of demonstrations in the air, and then I'll show you just how it would work on an opponent. So we start in our guard shape, throwing from the back leg. We're going to bring up that chamber nice and high with this one, and we're going to already start bringing the hip in a little bit. So chamber comes up, hip is already pushing forwards. So hips coming, knees coming up, and the hip comes forwards a little bit. Now, as we kick, we really want to extend the hips, and we want to turn our standing foot out. The reason that is because we want a little bit more reach with the kick as well. We don't want to be too compact with the kick. We actually want to get some reach so we can go for that head shot. So from here, I'm going to dip my hip down, and then when I bring that knee up, my hip comes through. So dip the hip down, and then the hip comes through. So now releasing the kick, straight up to the chin. And we're looking to try and stick our kick, hold it out there for a split second, just so we can get full extension and a bit more power. In terms of reloading it, we can always throw and bring it straight back home. We can kick, land in front, and then we can go into like a secondary kick and start adding combinations to the front kick. Okay, so let's bring that into play. So with this front kick, we're looking to be very direct. So this passageway here between his arms, that's where my kick's going to go. So this knee's going to come up nice and high. And the good thing about Taekwondo is you can always adapt your chambers. So I can bring my knee up and turn it in to a roundhouse. I can bring my knee up and come round for a hook. So you can disguise the front kick quite nicely there. The knee's going to come up. Then as I lean back and push my hips forwards, my foot's going to go direct to his chin. Straight up. And here, if he throws a jab, he's out of range, whereas my front kick is in range. So you don't even have to be too close for this kick either.
Okay, so some interesting points there from Trevor. We have some really similar ideas actually in karate. I'm going to go over some of the differences first of all, and then sort of bring it back around to some of the things that we sort of share in common there. So, okay, just one second now, please. So, one thing that we tend to do most of the time with a front kick is keep it a little bit lower. Okay, so at least for me, I'll tend to snap it into the body more so. And my sort of target area is just in that lower abdomen, just maybe, thinking outside of competition, just sort of below where the belt would be. This is a horrible kick to receive, really. So in that case, unlike the Taekwondo one where the knee will be nice and high, I actually chamber my kick slightly lower. So I'll come to about here. The same as Trevor said about driving the hip forwards, I get to here, and then I drive the hip into the target this way. So Nat, if I could borrow you again, please. So what I'm doing again from here is delivering a kick from a closer range. As Trevor was saying about they cover more distance in Taekwondo, so it's opening that hip up and driving through. I want to keep my foot a little bit more planted forwards so I can kind of drive over it. I want to be here and I want to try and slip it. Imagine he's got quite a tight guard here. So I want to be in this position. That knee comes up in line with the target. That's almost like my aim. Once my knee hits that point, that's when my kick's going to unload. So I'm here and I want to almost follow this line up his thigh and drive into the target here. What we also tend to use it for is not so much a knockout as the Taekwondo version was showing into the face. You know, you get that and it's game over. This is more of a setup for other things maybe. So I could be here, drive that body kick, and now I'm coming down for something else over the top. Again, similar to the Taekwondo, I can drive that in there and I can set up for something else maybe, you know, a kick from that position. It's also, for me especially, I really like it defensively. As he approaches, I can send that kick in to stop him from coming forwards. And for that reason, I don't want to lean back too much, because if I'm leaning away and he comes in, he pushes me back. So I want to think about getting my hips over my center or over my supporting foot. So I want to be finished with my hips here and my back foot here still. So as he comes forwards, I'm like this, so I can rest on his body almost. And now I've got that good solid position. So yeah, as I say, it is about creating damage. I'm trying to damage the opponent with that kick, like a snap into the body. But it's also a little bit more about setting up, you know, here then I'm making my sweeps from this position and going in with something else, as opposed to the knockout. But of course, we've all seen the Lyoto Machida knockout, straight, you know, Jodan Maigeri, bam, same idea. We share kind of ideas as well. I mean, you know, as I said earlier, the arts are great to blend together and to take ideas from each other, because more knowledge is more power, right? Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that video there. Again, really interesting, even for me to meet Trevor and speak about the differences between the Taekwondo and the karate kicks there. We're going to get more done together as well. And of course, don't forget to check out that link in the description if you're interested in training with the three of us online. And I'll see you next time.